Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel Mo Digging. It's good to see you once again. Well, this week I'm not actually in Missouri. I am vacationing in northern Michigan, and I managed to go metal detecting on a few hunts, and I found a few things that I would like to share with you. So let's get straight to it. Hey everybody, and welcome back. We have been out here metal detecting for about 30 minutes now and have found a few interesting things. There's some junky iron and a bunch of shell casings. I've actually got a rimfire cartridge in there that's pretty old. I'll show that at the end probably. And then I also got this big brass piece off of an old tire, probably from the 20s or the 30s. So that's kind of a cool find. I've already found a ring pull tab as well. And right now I'm digging all of the low tones because I have detected this place before and found a bunch of like wheat pennies and stuff, but I actually just got my first coin out here. What do we have? The soil up here is pretty sandy and really helps keep these coins in good shape. Ooh, that might actually be a first-year wheat penny. I think it might be a 1909. That's pretty cool. I haven't found one of those in a while. Give me just a moment. I will clean that up and we'll take a closer look. Well, there you are, folks. My first coin metal detecting on my vacation, and it's a pretty cool one, a 1909 wheat cent. This is actually the first year production. I can't see if it's a VDB or not, and it's definitely not a San Francisco mint. It's just a Philadelphia. But that is a cool find. I will happily take that as my first coin metal detecting on my vacation. Let's get back at it. Well, you guys, here's something that's kind of different that I didn't recognize until I cleaned it up a little bit. It's actually the top to a tube of shaving cream. As you can see there, it says shaving. And then over here, you can kind of make out the rest of it. Cream is bent around the side over here. And then it says Menon, and I just looked that company up. I guess this was a company that is still around, actually. But this is like a pre-1950s tube of shaving cream. I actually didn't know that you could buy shaving cream in a tube, so kind of neat. I don't know what it's made out of, but it kind of feels like lead almost, or some sort of pot metal, but not a bad find. We'll put that in the bag. Well, I just got myself coin number 2 for this hunt, and it kind of shows that I missed some stuff last time I was out here, because I just got a really nice quarter signal and popped that out of the ground. A 1973 Washington quarter. It's clad, unfortunately, just copper and nickel. The last time I was out here, I actually got a standing Liberty quarter and a silver Canadian quarter in the same hole. So it'd be nice to find that kind of stuff again. We'll keep at it. Well, check this out. I just got myself an 84 signal and thought I was digging up an aluminum can or a big copper piece of junk, but I actually dug this up. It's an old toy gun. That's pretty cool. Back in the era when they actually made toy guns, it kind of looked like real guns. Wow, looks like a little Derringer almost. We'll put that in the bag. Here in the last 20 minutes, I've actually gotten 2 89.90 signals, which are sometimes a silver $half, but the first one was this piece of copper tubing. So kind of interesting. We'll recycle that probably. And then I actually just dug up this. This actually has some age to it. I got myself a brass doorknob for like the house that used to stand out here. Pretty neat. I haven't found one of these in a while, and it's a pleasant sight to pull out of the ground. We'll put it away. Like many of the homesteads that I have metal detected in the past, I'm actually finding quite a bit of stuff off of timepieces. I believe I found a few pieces of clock there, and this is probably part of the internals out of a pocket watch. Kind of a thin piece of brass, but not at all bad finds. Out here in the kind of the middle of nowhere, you would have to keep time, and there's evidence of that. So pieces of some clocks and maybe some pocket watches. So we'll take it. Just got myself a signal that was in the low 70s and found something strange at about 6 inches down. It was quite a ways down there. It's a ring. I think it might be like a brass ring. But it's a skull and crossbone ring. Huh, Kind of strange. It looks like it might be an adult's ring, so I don't know if it's like fraternal or something like that. I thought for sure it would be like a kid's ring, but it's interesting. It's big and heavy and kind of an unusual find. We'll take it though. Let's keep on hunting. I finally got a nickel out here not too long ago. Not sure what the date is, probably from the 60s or the 70s. It was actually in the hole with a copper memorial penny. But I got my first nickel out here, which is encouraging. And then right here, I've got a thimble. It's crushed and it's aluminum, so it's probably from like the 1920s or 30s. But kind of a staple find for a lot of these homesteads, these sites that are kind of rural here in America. So we'll take it. Got some interesting finds so far. Hey, check this out. Look what I just got at about 4 or 5 inches down. I have got myself a Spam can. Oh my gosh. I actually have not found one of these in a while. Wow, that's crazy. But out here in the middle of nowhere, I'm sure somebody enjoyed their Spam. So we'll put it away. Well, I'm actually out at a new spot right now, just down the road. And I just got a 71 signal. And I've got something sitting here that looks kind of different. I think it's an old... or a piece of an old aluminum ring. It might be the whole ring, I guess. Boy, that's kind of scary looking. I guess it's supposed to be a devil. But my understanding is these rings were pretty popular back in like the 60s and 70s. So that's a neat little find. Kind of creepy, I guess. Maybe like a Halloween ring. But out here, I haven't found much yet. So we're going to get back at it and keep looking around. Once again, you just never know what you're going to find. Check this out. This is a weird one. It was like less than an inch down and was ringing up as a 71 on my Fisher Goldbug Pro. And it is a weird little pendant that says justice, equality, diversity. So nothing terribly special there, but here's where it's from. This is kind of interesting. It's from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. I believe that's the one that's in Washington, D.C. And I've actually been there. Very interesting experience. About 10 years ago. So we'll take that. Very unexpected find. Just thought I was digging up a deep copper penny, and I just got myself what might be a pretty old dog license. It was about 4 inches down. It doesn't look all that old when you first look at it, but it says dog license Michigan, County of Otsego, and I think it says 1921 there down at the bottom. I would have guessed this is probably from like the 70s or the 80s, but maybe it really is that old. Maybe it is 101 years old. I don't know. Dog license 139. So pretty neat. Got me a little bit of history from Michigan. We'll put that away. All right, you guys. I'm back at the place where we're staying right now. And it's time to go over the board with all my finds for the week. And here is the board, everybody, with all my finds. Let's go over that real quick. But first, let's look at the trash, because I found a ton of garbage this week. I managed to pick up a lot of stuff off of the ground, and I dug up a lot of stuff. So if you're going to go out and metal detect, take your garbage with you. The North Woods up here in Michigan are a lot cleaner after all this garbage that I removed. So lots of aluminum and some iron and zinky kind of stuff. So lots of trash. But let's go around the board just a little bit and see the other stuff we found. I found a ton of bottle caps. I don't usually dig up this many, but they drink apparently a lot of stuff in bottles up here. So lots and lots of bottle caps, especially the steel ones. I got a few cartridges. There's some shotgun shells and some shell casings. I actually did not find as many as I thought I would, but I did find some ammunition up here. There's my Spam can. And then over here is my pull tabs. I managed to find a lot of pull tabs. I was digging a lot of the low tones while I was up here. It kind of paid off a little bit, but I did dig a lot of garbage, so there's my pull tabs. Here is some of the other odds and ends that I managed to pull out of the ground. I got myself that piece of a tire there, an old tire. I showed this to my dad, and you know what? He thinks it could be a doorknob, but he says it could also be the top to like an old bed, an antique bed. And I kind of agree with him. We actually have like a Victorian bed at home, and it has very, very similar brass finials like this. I don't know if that's the correct terminology or not, but it is still a neat find. It's pretty old. Got some iron buckles and things like that, horse tack thing of that nature, you know. Got that toy gun, which is pretty cool. Little odds and ends. I got myself a little gear right there, some brass pieces, got a wheel weight. There's another gear there. Some older stuff, actually. There's a piece of a lighter, some brass pieces with some age to it. This is one of my better signals while I was up here. That was a $50 signal. It's just a piece of pipe, copper pipe. Some more, there's some junky little rings, kids rings, piece of a pocket watch, zipper. This is actually kind of cool. I didn't show you guys this coming out of the ground. It's like a zinc piece, and I think it's a piece out of some sort of musical instrument. I don't know if it's like a music box or what, but it actually has some reeds there. So that's kind of an older piece. I don't know what that would have been in, but I think it made some sort of sound, whatever that came out of. This is a piece of brass or copper that I dug up, and I think it may be part of an old pocket watch, kind of the case to it. There's, I think, where you would wind there, but it's in bad shape. I had to bend it back. It was even more bent up when I found it. This is a huge piece off of a lure. They fish up here and have some pretty big fish, muskie and things like that. But there's a piece of a lure with the hook missing. And then here's my better stuff. There are my pennies, lots and lots of pennies up here, copper and zinc pennies. And then I got some clad change up here. I got some quarters, dimes, and nickels. All in all, I think I found about $7.50 and change this week, which is not terrible. I metal detected for probably about 8 hours, so I was finding maybe $1 an hour. But I was going to show you guys this too. There's $10.40. While I was out metal detecting, I checked the trash cans up here, and I found a bunch of bottles and cans. And in the state of Michigan, you can turn those in and actually get 10 cents back. So while I was out metal detecting, I filled up a trash bag with a bunch of bottles and cans and got some cash back. So I'm going to count that towards buying another coin. That's kind of my metal detecting finds as well. I'm going to call that. Here's part of a like salt shaker or pepper shaker. It's aluminum. That was another good signal while I was out detecting. And here's my better finds, I would say. I got that cool pirate ring there, skull and crossbones. That's a pretty cool little like devil ring, probably from a carnival. It's aluminum, probably circa 1960s or 70s. Kind of neat. There's a broken flag pin, some aluminum buttons. I did end up finding 3 Canadian pennies there. And then I got that Holocaust memorial thing. I didn't show you guys that. There's like a Santa and Mrs. Claus pin. This was actually the first coin that I dug up while I was out here metal detecting in Michigan. A 1909 penny, wheat penny. No VDB on the reverse, I don't think. This was the first coin that I found, and you know what? It was the only old coin that I found while I was up here, and the only wheat penny. So the first was the best. And then this was actually probably my best find while I was up here. This really cool early animal tag, a dog license from Otsego County. 1921, pretty early. I briefly looked online and couldn't find any similar examples. So, really neat find. All in all, we didn't do too badly. No silver or gold. I certainly tried, but had a lot of fun while I was up here on my vacation. Thank you guys once again for watching the channel. I always appreciate it. In the next few days, I'll get back down to Missouri and do a little bit more metal detecting in the Show Me State. So, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye now.